Hello, today I'm going to be swatching out my dupe of the Unearthly Cosmetics Gargoyle palette. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. The first shade that I've chosen is Colourpop Lush, which is a matte sandy brown transition shade. Next is one of my absolute favorite shadows. This is ShinebySD Torch, and it is a soft pink to gold iridescent. Next is Colourpop Made to Last, which is a slightly warm mid-tone brown matte. Next is one of my favorite hidden gems, ShinebySD Star Bright, which is a spicy gold with shifts of green and sparkles of pink. Next is a deep brown matte, and I chose Dandylions Semi-Sweet. Now I have Clionadh Cobblestone, which has a gray-brown base and shifts pink, gold, and green. The shade in the palette is similar in shifts, but has a much warmer, richer base. I'm actually really disappointed that I didn't have a shade similar to it because I think it's absolutely beautiful. Next is ShinebySD Prize, which is a teal to turquoise to blue iridescent. And although I do love this shade, the more I look at the swatches of the original palette, the more I think that I should have gone with Devinah Water Mist. The main difference is texture, but also Water Mist has a little bit of that kind of teal base, and I think the shadow in the palette isn't a true iridescent. I do think it has a little bit of a base. This next shade is Devinah London Fog, which is a gray matte with a slight green undertone. Next is Clionadh Enamel, which has a purple base and shifts blue, indigo, purple, violet, and pink. This one looked spot on in some swatches, but then in the other set, it looked nothing like them and looked way too vibrant. I'm not sure if that's just people's lighting or not, but I decided to go with the vibrant one because quite frankly, I love this shadow. It is just so colorful. Next up is Dandylions Ambitious, which is a grape purple matte. Next, I have Devinah Runts, which has a cool purple base and shifts pink, orange, gold, and green. Unfortunately, I didn't have a great match for what I saw from this shade. It had a much more kind of grungy, understated look to it, and the base was a lot more grayed out. So I'll definitely be looking for a shade like that because I really do like it. I think it looks absolutely beautiful in all the swatches I've seen, and it's definitely a hole in my collection, especially as I am a huge purple lover. Next is Dandylions Portobello, which is a deep gray with a slight brown undertone. And here I have Colourpop Lost and Found, which is a bright robin's egg blue with a warm undertone. Here we have one of my favorite underrated shades. This is Lethal Synth, which has a magenta base and shifts from turquoise, blue, and indigo. Also worth noting, this is one of the only magenta shades I have that doesn't leave intense staining. Next up is Dandylions Magic, which is a bright true blue matte. And here is Clionadh Etched, which has an indigo base and shifts from blue, indigo, purple, and violet. Next up is Dandylions Blue Note, which is a slightly desaturated deep blue matte. And lastly, I have Dandylions Livid, which is a soft black. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you to maybe try out duping a palette instead of just buying it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!